Before going to another panel discussion, I'd like to introduce our next speaker, which is, I believe, which is a very timely discussion point because of the propagation of video content here in the Philippines. So to introduce, our next session will focus on harnessing the power of video marketing. This will be presented by Mr. Preetesh Chouhan. And to provide a background of our speaker, Preetesh has an innovative and solution-oriented disposition with rich and varied professional experience in consumer, internet, and digital media business. He has led organizations to achieve synergies through quantifiable deliverables and opportunity identification. This has resulted in a successful track record in terms of significant value creation for these organizations. Prior to Vdopia, Preetesh Chouhan has served as National Head Ad Sales in SIFY Technologies Limited. He has been instrumental in driving accelerated growth and monetization opportunities. A keen pursuer of business initiatives, his consultancy has been sought on various aspects of digital marketing and social media. Besides mentoring teams to extricate high performance, he has built strong networking with top industry-specific advertisers and agencies while establishing direct partnership relationships. His forte lies in his invaluable managerial experience across a diverse range of operational, strategic, and tactical issues that make him an extremely resourceful and strategic thinker. He has also been associated with brands like AOL, India.com, IndiaInfo.com, and worked at varied profiles and multiple assignments. He has extensive experience in leading key functional areas such as sales and business development, partner relationships, product management and innovations, operations management, strategic business alliance, and content and programming management. Preetesh holds a Bachelor of Electronics Engineering degree from Nagpur University and has completed his executive management program from IIM Bangalore. And another note is Vdopia recently won a silver in the 2013 Mobile Marketing Association Smarties Award for the mobile video category for Audi A3 Sportsback campaign. So without any further ado, Mr. Preetesh.
Okay. Mahagang hapon, Manila. I hope I said good afternoon correctly, correct? Fantastic. Well, I've been here this week. This is my first time in Manila. And I can truly say it's more fun to be in Manila. So I'm enjoying it, a bit of it. With so many young people. Interesting, I just saw a textbook from Smart, moved to Twitter. And I think now we're talking videos. So that's the diversity of digital. And that's the beauty. I think I wanted to ask Carlos and somebody, my daughter is really behind me to open a Twitter account because she wants to be a celebrity in the school. I don't know how do I tell her that she still doesn't have the age to do it. But yes, that's where we are. So thank you for having me. I'm just probably talk on topic which is I think the talk of the town, talk of the world, talk of the digital world, talk of television company, talk of telcos as such. But so let's unlock the mystery of video. But it's pretty simple at the back. Let's talk about some power, and I just picked up some powerful facts about videos as such. Okay, a 1 minute video is equivalent to 1.8 million words. And that's what Forrester says in the recent research they did. I really want to find out how they do that, but I believe them. And after 72 hours, if you take a normal consumer, if he has seen a text ad or an image or a video, the recall is around 10% on the text, 20% on the image, video is 95%. That's beautiful, very powerful. Some awesome numbers more. 78% people now watch online videos once a week. 55% of them watch every week, every day of the week. Now that's more of APAC, global numbers, predominantly very similar behavior in Philippines too. Recently, Cisco did they published a number which says between 2013 to 2015, 57% of consumer traffic, internet, will be around videos. So that's a pretty strong data transfer what we're talking. 27% of the people currently are looking at full-length movies or consuming TV content on mobile devices. That is tend to grow almost like 15% in next 1 year to 2 years. And I think somebody spoke about yesterday about how the devices penetrations are increasing that way. Here's more. 37% most likely to engage with the branded content on social media if that's a video. So it's not that just a video which is talking, but the video is impacting the social, the search, the brand, the consumer consumption across. E-commerce, 4 out of 10 shoppers have visited store online or watched a video before they made a decision, correct? So we are still, so Twitter is the influence or conversation medium, I completely agree. Video is getting more decision makers to really do drive that advocacy there. Comscore data, I think I heard Nugent and Joe earlier this day, and he said 2 minutes of sites which has video, the time spent on that site is like almost more than any other destination which don't have videos. Let's look at digital finance, and I think this number is all there with you guys, but I just really wanted to really see, and this is one of the fastest growing data user market. Almost 25% of the mobile user in Philippines are consuming data, video on mobile, and the people who have got tablet, they're consuming almost 40% of the data usage on video. So that's pretty strong and pretty big. Shopping. Almost 85% of the online shopping, people watch online video before they make a decision to buy a product. Almost 80% of the reach of the online web population of video. Huge number of streams on videos. An average videos watched is almost 70. It's pretty high this side of the world. This is very interesting, very interesting favorite data of mine. We have APAC around video on demand category and the live video streaming category. And if you look at all the countries across Asia Pacific, wherein the countries where the penetration and the bandwidth speeds are higher, we are looking at the average session of the live streaming or the video consumption is beyond 45 minutes. Wherein Philippines, it's around 25 minutes. And the black spot there is the VOD content, which is your catch-up or the video on demand, is around just less than 5 minutes. But I guess as and when more content providers and creators are going to repurpose their content to be available more seamlessly on mobile devices, I think this is really tend to go as a category. So to engage your audiences, you need to really deliver video at all 4 screens. And I think that's what I'm going to talk about on my slides after this. Because it's not about just one screen anymore. And with a smart combination of engagement, ad analytics to maximize, you can not only look at the revenues, time spent, but much larger user base on the consumption side. So quickly, look at the journey of the video. We'll talk about consumer and video marketing, driving the rise of video. What is driving? Both from the consumer side and both for the brand side. What is driving video to really build that base up? And then let's look at the crystal ball. What's there in future, correct? How do you make sure that what is going to make the video to rise really from the content side of it, platform, and technology side of it? Because these are 3 important gear which is really going to run this engine smoothly. TV days earlier, slower internet, video consumption mainly on television, then came to web, broadband speed increased, search, arrival of YouTube happened, and then we're talking now, which is more of a mobile devices, high speed, 3G, LTE. We're basically now in the era where, Gabby said in the morning, a lot of people said digital native generations It's basically about my content, my time, my device. And that's basically I think the big questions comes to all of us, whether it's a video service provider side of it, content creations, technology, all of us from that point of view. So what's driving this rise? From the consumer point of view, why is that video is the talk? Why is that everybody is really lapping from the brand side, consumer is looking at every day? I think it's three aspects for consumer, and this is completely covers the very large aspects of very multiple reasons on that. Personalization. YouTube spending big time on creating those channels, and some of these channels are now even competing or bigger than a lot of mid-segment TV channels in a lot of markets. We even creating a personalized channel. I Want TV, ABS-CBN is putting that up. We're creating a lot of content which is around certain categories, certain verticals. Convenience, it's not available, like I said, my time, my content. I don't want to be structured at Saturday, 9 p.m., this show or this movie comes up. It's basically when I get up, I pick up my device, I need to see that content which I want to consume. And that's really, it's not only that it's on the go. It is the convenience which needs to be catered, which consumer is asking. And then we have a lower barrier. The cost is going down. I remember 2 years back, probably, for any consumer to have his first owned internet experience of his own, probably you might have to spend 30,000, 40,000 pesos to buy a laptop or a computer, get a connection, and then get a modem and get to the internet. Now that experience is like $100, correct? So that's a huge advantage. Bandwidth costs are very, very low. There's a huge promotion outside. We are not talking of Mbps line, huge speed, at a very cost-effective rate. So that's what drive the consumption and usage for the users. Let's look at from the brand side. Now, we saw consumers are looking at it. They are convenient. They're lower cost. How are brands using it? Engagement. So we have Twitter, used very well by celebrities, hence by the brands. So as the video. We have TV as a medium, which was a huge on the branding side, on the advertising side. Video is really coming up fast in that category. So any brand today who has got a TV strategy can actually plug in its online video ad strategy too on the day one. You can not only do engagement based on the day or the show, but you actually can define the day, time, the segment of audience. Analytics is providing a huge amount of data. So everybody's talking big data, how do I make decision? So there's a humongous amount of analytics now available. You just have to do, where a commercial used to be a passive communication, it's become a two-way communication now. So there is an engagement for every communication on the video advertising which you're driving. Targeting, that's one of the biggest thing which is going to drive through the digital medium. Can I now reduce my wastage on the target audience which a brand is looking into? Because if I want to advertise female 15 to 44, can I be as accurate I could be on every dollar I spend on my advertising? ROI, and so that's what leads into ROI, and that's the theme of IMAP this year. So that's what we drive, and ROI when we really don't mean what performance campaigns and all, but it is the every dollar you spend, is it that cost per acquisition of that consumer, is it right? Do I manage to keep it? Do I manage to engage with him or her? It's a multiple aspects, whether it's on your social community page, whether it's a YouTube channel, it's your own website, mobile application, everywhere. So that's where multiple, Havas, Gopams, and all these media agencies are really doing a lot of job there. And Ogilvy spoke about how the data is becoming important to manage and gauge a lot of this activity. So where is the ad shift? Ad spend will happen. So look, top category, everybody is clearly asking and saying that, if you go to an ask and brand or a media, so the next big spend with the biggest screen spend or increase is going to come to them on the video category as such. Everybody has looked at the display Everybody has looked at the rich media advertising, but this is one category which is really beautiful to grow. And when I'm saying this number, I'm looking at online and mobile medium as a both. So I'm looking video as a common platform between these two categories. So what is that video is looking at? It's almost like 64% of your mobile traffic. It's a higher impact on audio visual, tremendous technological advances. So what does a video marketing, in the aspects we can look at it to build all this, to be successful in this category? So own your audiences. Look at that, what are they asking for? And especially this is very important from the content side. Higher brand recall and engagement. See how you can build that synergies wherein what your audiences are looking for in terms of convenience and customization. Put your brand engagement and recall at the very minor level. Provide innovation and interactivity with those videos, because that's important. It's just not have to be a passive communication, because today any simple TV commercial put on online can be as interactive as it could be. It's not about just a one single KPI like a CTR or impression. Today you can have 16 to 20 different KPIs which can be built into one single video ad unit of 15 seconds, of 10 seconds, of 30 seconds. So we're talking about multiple aspects of data capture over there. So what will drive video marketing? I think this is one of the most interesting part of my presentation, and probably this is what I land with. This. So there is, on one hand, you have content, which is the main part of this engine, and then you have a platform on where the content will ride, and then there's a technology which carries both of them together, basically more creating the delivery mechanism. So if I have to pick up my pick for each of this category, what's going to be the future or what's going to make the video go big, here's what I'll say. Mobile TV, or when I say mobile TV, it's not like a mobile TV on the mobile, but the TV on the go or multiple devices or digital TV for matter. Big stick. Every market, we have seen a huge growth in this segment. Recently, the survey, this 2015, almost 43% of the world population will be consuming its TV content or any movie content through the mobile devices. An average household, maybe in Philippines, it's very true in entire Southeast Asia or India that matter. We have like two TV home screen, but we got like 4 or 6 mobile phones at home. And that's the screen war we are fighting. So you have 2 TVs at home, which are more linear programming, but you've got 6 or 4 mobile phones almost at the home. So either you look at it that I compete 2 screen versus 4, I would suggest rather make that as 2 plus 4, which is like total 6 screens. So this is more goes on the content side, that you add or you make your strategy available on all screens. I'm not of a advisor say that it's a cannibalization. It's actually not. It's actually it is a category which is getting built for you. It's more audience, it's more revenue, it's more brand. So look at it as in a combination of that category which exists for you. And clearly this is what, when I talk to a lot of TV guys, TV channels, and I actually really say that it's sooner or later is going to catch up. So it's better that we invest now and be ready in a much better way, whether it's a technology, because there's a huge investment in terms of people, in terms of process, in terms of repurposing the content for this medium. Gamification and interactive video, that's another category which is really building up. Game, we all know, is one of the biggest category on the mobile devices. Any app, any mobile devices, any country, one of the biggest category name comes there is the games, correct? Video is playing a fabulous role in that matter. I know one of the very famous game we partner with is that if you need to have special power to reach to the next level, watch the video, correct? It's a coupon. The video is now not taking a shape of just giving your brand advertisement, but actually enables much more deeper integration onto the multiple gaming application which is happening. That way the video is also becoming interactive. It's also becoming part of the game content as such. Facebook is doing some great job on building some of those video applications and clubbing the content and video interactivity in that. Platform. For me, mobile, social, interactive, this will play a huge role in terms of platform when it has to be a growth for the video. Because between all these three platforms, the most consumption of the videos will happen. So recently this data, if you ask any top US advertisers, which is a huge market for the videos, the three top categories which comes in the list for them for the next big investment is social, mobile, and video. And that's where exactly the whole game is there. So next 3 years, we're looking at like smart penetration. I think we know feature phone is at 75% market share. But next 2 years, 3 years, I think that pie chart will completely reverse. Because now the smartphone, the values are like $100 and all, so it's much more affordable. Huge interactivity, common social interaction points. People are really looking for more. You go to clubs here, the group sitting, 6 of them, nobody's talking, everybody's on phone. From the technology point of view, and this is two of my favorite, and I'm not maybe from the huge point, but for me, narrowcasting, I think that will become a very, very important point. When we talk about broadcasting on television, digital video basically can actually do a narrowcasting in the entire same segment for you. It's a whole new era of targeting capabilities the companies needs to build. And these are the things which actually excites the consumer. These are the things which excites the brand. These are the things which excites people like us who works in this field. HTML5, I think that's one of the very breakthrough things which has happened in the last 18 months or so in the digital field. And I really so happy to see HTML5 really shaping up so well, not only for the online web medium, but especially for the mobile medium. I think entire technology community has really taken up HTML5 to the next level by building such a huge, greater integration at the API level that today now, even the video was not supported on iOS when the iOS came in, correct? FLV will never run on iOS. HTML5 kind of took care of that completely. Now today between iOS, Symbian, Windows, mobile, all kind of mobile platform, HTML5 is one single platform which kind of integrate perfectly. So I think that's where, for me, content, platform, technology are the three major things which will kind of amalgate the rise of video in a nutshell. Just quickly, I'll show you 2 case studies just to cement what I am putting forward to you. Basically, both are Indian case studies, so, okay. Recently, we did, with the ESPN Star, we partnered for the Cricket World Cup live streaming online. And this is how we clubbed the brand requirement along with the live streaming which will happen. Now, one of the key challenge here was that on online video advertising, you can plug in the ad very much on a recorded content. But what will you do for a match which is going on for 6 hours a day on a high speed bandwidth, and how do you plug in the real-time ad insertion in that? So that was one platform which we created successfully, and we kind of actually programmed the ads as how it is done on television. So we got content creation section done, cut out while the match was going on. So there was this Perfetti brand who wanted sledging movement to be covered and created real time on the site, and same time that sledging movement has to be shared on the Facebook page, and on that it has to get socially viral for them to do it. Very young audience, and that's what we're looking at. We kind of were able to do that real time. So there's the match going, feed coming in, and we were cutting those sledging capsules, putting up on the page for people to go viral, link, like, share across. From the platform for types, ESPN completely used their platform. So this is where the content creator come into big play. They invested really well in terms of building that backend platform to host such a huge bandwidth requirement and the huge traffic. Technology, we put vLive, patented technology, which is real-time ad insertion, which were driving multiple analytics and multi-interaction points for each video which was played. So it was just not the impression of CTI which was being captured. Huge results for us. We got almost like 1.7 million users watching those complete the World Cup season for us. 23% increase of FB share. Now this is where it's playing. It's actually content played on some other destination, brand associated with videos, and going to the Facebook page of the brand. Very nice connection. So this saw 23% increase in those share of that brand capsules of the content integration which was done. This recent one, so this was on online. This next one is on mobile. We recently did, Mahakumbh is one of the world's biggest commemoration of people, almost like 80 million people gather in one city over 30 days. It's a very religious affair. So not many people go there because it's all booked, no flight, no train, no hotel. But people do want to go and see what are the activities which are happening. So we used the mobile medium as the first time in India, and we said, can we provide a live streaming of that particular huge event and see the results? So let's see what happens. That's okay. So this one was, for the very first time, a very perfect collaboration between a TV channel, who kind of completely had the rights for the feeds for that particular event, to a mobile platform, TV platform, when Vdopia came in and got that feed available in the format which is required. And we got the brand, who wanted to be associated because this was the content which really kind of matched and married with the brand communication which was required for that point of time. And the result was amazing, almost like 400,000, 500,000 users. We never knew this could go so big for something like this. So we have not turned back. We're just looking completely very strong on videos. We really feel and hope that we really build some smart studies in this country for the videos. So let's play. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you for that presentation. At this point, I'd like to invite anyone to throw a question. Well, maybe I can start. first to get
Warm-
people
warm-
involved more.
Get warmed it up. It's Friday evening.
Yeah.
You know, people want to go
I was
party.
just wondering, do you have a study on advertising retention on pure free TV only and free TV aided with online videos? And have you seen any increase in terms of viewership, so to speak?
Oh yes, we have, but probably it's owned by one of our TV partners, so I can't give you much data. But yes, I can give you some top-level percentage information. So the TV feed with the free content on, and the TV feed with the paid subscription model on that. Okay, so there is a channel which exists, same content available, free, which is with ad-supported model. And there is a subscription model of the same channel, which is an ad-free model. Both are growing. In fact, that's the beauty of it. In fact, the transition is good around in Europe market for us, even India and US, what we're seeing. Free model has actually grown much faster when for user adoption because it's free. Everybody likes it free. And it's still not heavily cluttered on ad model as such. Very, very soft guidelines, which is not can be decided between the channel content owner because they own the content. But between these two, if I have to give you percentage, the free content with the ad-supported model has grown almost like 43% higher than the subscription without ad-supported because it's a paid model at the end of the day. This subscription model can really work well along with telcos if they come into the play. Because right now, if the telco comes into the play, your payment and fulfillment method is very seamless at the back. I think that's where it's ease of buying for consumer, which is probably stopping it. Otherwise, I love the free.
I guess connected to that first question is, what would you advise brands or advertisers in terms of content being created specifically for online videos versus using, let's say, their standard TVCs and place them on online or mobile placement?
Well, my agency friends won't like me for this, but well, yes, this has been a taboo because the brand thinks I have spent money on creating a TVC, which is in a say beta format. Do I need to now spend to create an FLV format? Now, do I need to spend again in creating a iOS format, Symbian format, and all? Well, technology is now available that it's all seamless. So the brand level, it is not as expensive as it looks like. You can now have single format and probably it can run across all. You need to have a good technology partner like us who can take care of that. But yes, from the content repurposing, from the creating, I'm not talking about the ad created for the online medium. You don't actually have too much because probably same TV commercial can become your place on the devices. You just have to add interactivity into it. So it's not you don't need to reshoot it. It's just you put trackers and puts buttons and it's taken care of. But for the content perspective, yes. And I said that in my slide that content owners have to really look at really investing in repurposing the content for this medium. It's required.
So whether that's in terms of the length or even how you present the content.
Exactly,
online.
exactly. It's an analog feed. On television gets created. We're talking about digital feed, so there is that need also. Plus the length, yeah, obviously. Movies can be seen as it is, but it's just the format which you need to look at it. That's the more point of it.
Okay. Anybody wants to ask a question? Okay, I guess they're all watching videos on their mobile phones now.
Yeah, it's Friday. We all need to go back.
I won't hold you here in front unless, again, there are other people who would like to ask. But if not, I suppose you're still here just in case they want to ask questions with you directly. So for that, thank you, Preetesh, for this afternoon's presentation.
Thank you, Manny. I hope I said the thing in the beginning correctly, correct?